You don't owe loyalty to people who'd stand on the shore and watch you sink. Some of you keep throwing yourself into deep water for people who'd never even roll up their jeans to save you. You call it love. You call it loyalty. They call it convenience. It's just who I am, you say. I'm just a giver. But hear me. Being a giver to people who only take is not love. It's self-abandonment in disguise. You are not kind for drowning yourself in someone else's mess. You are not noble for emptying your cup into people who poke holes in the bottom when you're not looking. Some of you are exhausted, but you'll lie awake tonight, replaying all the ways you showed up and all the ways they didn't. It burns, doesn't it? How you put your dreams on pause to clap for people who forget to clap for you. How you lend your ears, your time, your money, your prayers. But when you break, your phone stays silent. They don't call back. They don't check in. Because they were never on your team. You were on theirs. Let me remind you, if they wouldn't swim for you, don't drown for them. If they'd stand there, dry and safe, arms folded while you sink under the weight of their excuses. That's not your circle. That's an audience. And you are the show. People love a strong person. Until that strong person collapses, they love a giver until the giver stops giving. They love a savior until the savior needs saving. The moment you bleed, they disappear. They'll call you dramatic. They'll say you changed. They'll say you're selfish. And maybe you should be. Selfish enough to save yourself first. Some truths sting, like this one. Your constant sacrifices don't buy you loyalty. Your endless yes doesn't guarantee they'll show up when you need a yes back. You can bend over backwards, and they'll still find a reason to step over you. So tonight, ask yourself, who would swim for me? Who would notice if I went silent for a week? Who fills my cup when I run dry? If that list is empty, it's time to close the floodgates. Here's what they won't tell you. You are allowed to let people down to lift yourself up. You are allowed to say no without a 4-page explanation. You are allowed to disappear for a while and come back stronger, wiser, emptier of the dead weight that kept you sinking. A wise man once said, "If you don't stand guard at your door, thieves come in disguised as guests." Some of you need to stand guard at your heart's door tonight. Not everyone deserves a seat at your table, especially if they never bring a plate. Not everyone deserves your loyalty, especially if they trade you in for comfort the moment you're inconvenient. You keep trying to fix people who break you. You keep trying to pour love into people who poke holes in your hope. You call it compassion. They call it free fuel. One day you'll wake up and realize your worth was never up for debate. Your presence was the blessing. Your loyalty was the gift. Your help was the favor, not an obligation. And when you pull that back, they'll drown in the silence you leave behind. Because the ones who watch you drown can't swim on their own. They needed you afloat to hold them up. So let me tell you this. If you've been looking for permission to stop saving them, this is it. Save yourself. Swim to shore. Wrap that towel around your soul. Warm up by the fire of your own becoming. And when they shout your name from the cold waves, don't jump back in. Stand tall on dry land and remember, they had their chance, and they watched you drown. The next time you feel guilty for saying no, remember this. Your peace is expensive. Guard it. Your heart is rare. Protect it. Your time is priceless. Spend it on those who'd build you a lifeboat when your storms come. The next time they guilt you for choosing yourself, smile and say, "I don't swim in circles anymore. You're not a lifeguard for people who never learned to swim because they always had you. You're not an endless well for people who drink until you're dry, then blame you for being empty. So save yourself, swim for you. And when your feet find solid ground, look around. You'll see there are people out there who would drown themselves just to push you back to the surface. Those are your people. That is your tribe. Build with them. Rest with them. Grow with them. And if tonight you have no one like that, be that for yourself. Be your own lifeline. Be your own shore. Be your own rescue. You're not weak for needing help. You're wise for refusing to sink for people who wouldn't even call your name. You're not cruel for protecting your peace. You're smart enough to know not every storm deserves your ship. So here's your permission slip. Stop saving people who'd watch you drown. Start saving the only person who's always been there, you. And if your mind is whispering, but what if they change? What if they need me? What if I'm being too harsh? Stop. Ask yourself this instead. Who saves you when you need saving? How many nights did you lie awake, holding back your tears just so you wouldn't burden them? How many times did you cover for them, protect them, defend them, only to stand alone when your name was on the line? One day you'll understand. Saving yourself is not betrayal. It's survival. Walking away is not cruelty. It's clarity. Silence is not weakness. It's freedom. And here's another truth. When you stop rescuing the wrong people, you make space for the right ones. The ones who pour back into you when you're dry. The ones who stand beside you, not above you. The ones who notice your silence and come sit in it with you until the storm passes. You see, there's a difference between helpers and users. Helpers lift you higher. Users climb on your shoulders and never look down. Helpers hold your hand in the flood. Users stand dry on the shore and call you brave while you drown. So tonight, stand guard at your heart's door. Audit your circle. Count the ones who'd swim for you, and the ones who just stand and wave. Don't be afraid to cut the cord where it only drains you. Don't be afraid to disappoint people who survive by draining you. You owe yourself your own rescue. You owe yourself the chance to rise dry, whole, and at peace. You owe yourself nights where your pillow isn't soaked from holding everyone else's storms. So next time they knock at your door with more problems, more chaos, more excuses, pause. Ask yourself, who stands with me when the waves come? If it's not them, let them float on their own. One last truth. You teach people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. Every time you rescue someone who'd let you sink, you show them it's okay to stand on the shore and clap while you drown. No more. Tonight, build your lifeboat. Climb in. Sail away from the ones who love your storms but hate your sunshine. And when they ask why, tell them, I choose me now. You're not just saving yourself. You're showing the world you are not disposable. You are the ocean, not a lifeguard for those who never learned to swim. So save you. Swim for you. Rise for you. Let them drown in the emptiness they tried to leave you in. And when you stand on dry land, breathe deep. You made it. You survived. You chose you. And that is more than enough.